What's up, boo? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the dark side. Because The Sims 4 Cottage Living is out, and today this is my review. I know some of you have been waiting on it, just maybe a few, and I know I've told some of you to wait for this review to come out just because I wanted to make sure I played enough before giving a review on it, and I have. I've been playing it a lot on Twitch. Don't know, now you know, and now here's the review that's, I think, hopefully came out on time. I'm not too sure. Is it really worth it or not? Because that's probably why you clicked on this video. But for those of you who don't know who I am, hi, my name is Troy. I do a lot of Sims 4 mods, reviews, and like game updates for The Sims 4 on this channel. I have a second channel for like other games. Channel right here that you're watching this video on is dedicated to The Sims 4. Then make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. I don't know if we'll keep doing reviews. It just depends on if a lot of you want me to keep doing reviews. So if you find this review helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up and you keep watching towards the end because it does help the channel. Let's go ahead and get started because I know you're tired of me rambling. I think the word is rambling that I'm like trying to. Like any other pack, it's like the four main things that, you know, we kind of look for. Cast, build by, gameplay, and like what other features come to this pack no other pack has, but also kind of connects to other packs in some shape, way, or form, okay? So starting off with cast, for those of you who don't know, I do like have CC folder full of cast items that I mainly just play with, but going through some of the items from Cottage Living, pieces that I like, they mainly come in the full body. Of course, you get the young adult, the male, female, and kids clothing, assortment of items from like jewelry, hats, of course hairs, of course tops, bottoms, one pieces, and then of course sometimes shoes, but sometimes the shoes are like the same for both like male and female, and then the kids may have something different. I personally like a few of the dresses, that's just on me, and this time the guys do have a little bit more in their overall wardrobe, but it's still not a lot. But that's kind of like my thoughts on cast at the moment. A lot of features that I did like were for the free base game update, and that usually happens to me when it comes to these packs. Like I get excited for a few features and I'm like, oh wait, base game is coming for free anyway, so it's like. But moving back into build by, there, to be honest, I feel like there's a lot of stuff, and of course this expansion pack comes with like more assets than your typical game pack, stuff pack, and now we have kits, but like the beef of the item, the beef, not, you know, not a little pun because we got cows, is in build by because of in the sheds, like the animals are connected to actual structures. So of course you have your animal shed, you have your chicken coop, you have the bunny stump, you have the bird stump, and I feel like actually the foxes aren't connected to anything. They just pop up on your lawns, which, you know, is kind of okay. But of course there's new counters, new kitchen items. The picnic basket makes a return to the actual game. There's a new fridge, there's new bedding and tables and chairs, and of course other decorative items. And then of course the stalls you can put anywhere, the grocery stall, the gardening stall, and of course the new gardening plots are in the game. You can either just plant directly on the ground, spray a little terrain paint to make it look like a dusty area, or you can put it in potted plants, but now you actually do get mounds to where it looks like the earth has been disturbed, and you can put those down in a line. You have it's like the exposed version, and the one it doesn't look like you've actually done something to it. I hope that makes sense. It's showing in the video right now, but those two are actually nice. I think I'm gonna always use those when I do gardening, just because it looks like you're actually gardening. Like it looks like a row. You can make it look like a row, and you plant something in that row, and it just looks neater. We do get new doors, we do get new fencing, because to be honest, you really gotta fence in them chickens because them chickens will get away. Yeah, that's about it for build by. Moving on to the gameplay. Now the gameplay is where I really pay attention to, because lately I've been getting tired of casts and I don't really spend that much time in build by. I'm not a builder. I like decorating, but I have a very modern taste to my decorating. You do get two new traits and you do get a new aspiration. You do get the lactose intolerant and the animal enthusiast, but the aspiration is the country caretaker. I'm not a big fan of aspirations. I totally forget that they're there. Let me know in the comments, well, do you even do the aspirations? Like, how is that going for you? Of course, lactose intolerant, your Sims can now be lactose intolerant. You know, if you have a dairy farm and you're lactose intolerant, I hope you're not tasting your products, because I feel bad for your poor stomach. I'm just saying, I feel bad for your poor stomach, okay? So once you get out of cash, you get into the world, and the world is about 12 lots. You know, you can mix and match, do what you want with the lot. But now Henfer on Bagley adds in the 16th residential world to the game, and a total of 19 including the destination world. And to be honest, I'm gonna say this until we get another world just like Windenburg. It's small, one of which is already the pub because there's nowhere else. It gives you the pub, it gives you one blank, and then look, my mouth is already off. I already know it, but leave me alone. I just know one's already empty, one's a pub, and the rest are already housing. And then there's also a nice little park area which you use to actually get to that area, that little neighborhood, because on the left hand side there's really nothing else but that. And to be honest, I really feel like a lot of these worlds could be added in to have additional lot. Moving out of the world, farming is the big part in my opinion that, you know, would drive people to the pack, and farming does take a lot. Now, like I said before, in order to get your animals, you have to buy the sheds, the chicken coop. And when it comes to those things, the animal shed is only one animal per shed, either the llama or the cow, and it is huge. I don't like the fact that it is huge because it's really huge. Like, I really had to adjust the lot if it was a pre-made lot, or move somewhere else that had a lot more space to even have additional sheds. And of course, like, shrinking is not gonna work because it's, you know, they're animals, they're huge animals. And then with the chicken coop is 8 hens, roosters, or little chicklets, little babies, I'm gonna call them chicklets per coop, with a total max of 8. And then you just have to keep adding on because them little, they gonna have babies. Them hens and them roosters, they gonna have babies. And then you're gonna want to hatch them babies, because yes, there is aging on with the animals, but you can turn them off in the settings, which I learned that on my Twitch chat. Shout out to Nursey for letting me know that. And then we move on to the rabbits, which I think was a big part of the trailer. Like, the rabbit was kind of the first animal we saw, besides, you know, fake Snow White and her little birdies. I think, were the birdies there too? I don't really know. It's really hot right now and I'm like burning to death, so give me a minute. And the rabbits are actually tied to a stump, which you can unlock. Like, the minute you find the stump with the rabbit or wild rabbit, you unlock the stump to place on your own lot from the build buy catalog. But rabbits, they can give you gifts. You can give them gifts. You can talk to them. You can pet them if they let you, because you can get death by a rabbit. I'm just letting you know. You can get killed by a rabbit. And they can help you with the gardening. Now, if you're wondering what happens, like new deaths and woohoo spots, you can woohoo in the shed, the animal shed. I don't suggest you do that while it's funky. You can get death by chicken and death by rabbit. So this right now, those 3 animals, like I said before, it is a lot of work. Your animal sheds do get dirty. You have to feed the animals in the shed. You have to clean them. And of course, you milk the cow and you can shear the llama. Every other day, I was either cleaning the shed or cleaning the animal. And if I didn't do that, the notification will pop up that they're being neglected and they need food and need attention. And I'm not giving them attention. I will feed you. I will clothe you. I will give you a bath, and I will clean your area. That's the extent I'm going for, because there's too many animals being given my attention to, and I just want to. Also, with the chicken coop, you have to clean the coop, and you can collect your eggs every morning. You'll get some eggs, and it does tell you how many eggs, like regular eggs, you can sell or cook, or in how many actual hatchable eggs, which you hatch eggs in the coop, and it gives you a notification when it's ready, and then you can watch the little chicklet pop out and go about its day. And you have to feed your little chicklets. You have to feed all your animals. You have to feed, except for the rabbits and the fox. I always forget about the birds because I'm not really into the birds. They just off somewhere else. But anyway, moving on. Foxes, however, now there is a lot challenge, which I don't think I talked about lot challenges that. And lot challenges are like a subsection of lot traits now. A lot of lot traits are moved into the lot challenges category, and we got 2 new lot challenges, which are the simple living and the foxes. Simple living allows your sims to only need ingredients to cook, and then the foxes, you know, makes it so foxes appear on your lot, and the foxes appear on your lot kind of regularly, to be honest, especially you have chickens on the lot, because they're trying to like steal your egg and just like scope out the place like little bandits. And of course, you can also make friends with the foxes. You can't own them. They can't like go into your household. None of the animals can, which to be honest is kind of a blessing, because all those animals run your UI crazy. And I'm kind of glad that they don't go into your household. When it comes to the foxes and the chickens, like the chickens and the foxes can square up. And of course, you can upgrade the chicken coop to have an alarm. And a lot of people were joking, including myself, that chicken coops got alarms before the Sims got alarms, because now you have bandits and robbers and they're just in animal form. And it's like, okay, so you're just going to tease us, because we know what you're doing, EA/Maxis. We know we know that you know that we want robbers and alarms back in the game. You just put put it in animal form. They're not cutting it, you know, for foxes. And then of course the birds have their own stump and they just fly around. There's one near the actual ruins, in case you were wondering, like they're out in the wild. And of course you can, I believe you can put like the stump anywhere if you really want to see birds all the time. But I think if you can sing to them, you can make friends with them, just like in, you know, the Disney princesses, not the Grimm brothers version, the Disney version. You make friends with the birds, and I really haven't explored birds that much because I always forget they exist. Then the next part, because you know it's not farming unless you're actually farming, is, you know, growing your vegetables. So the growing system in The Sims kind of got an upgrade, and I say I got an upgrade because, again, like I mentioned, the plotting, and of course now you have oversized vegetables, which is not that many. You can get oversized lettuce, eggplant, watermelon, pumpkin, and I think there's one more, but you need specific seeds in order to do that. The game adds in new seeds, the game adds in canning system where you can, you know, grab your vegetables and you can can them into something. And but there's also fertilizer, so when you're cleaning your sheds, your animal sheds or your chicken coop, you have a chance to get like fertilizer to use on the garden, which it took me last week on Twitch to realize the fertilizer I was using that was coming from the shed was just manure, and I didn't make that distinction until like I don't know what I was doing, but it just popped into my head. I'm using animal shit. Cool. So there's that. Moving on to like a little bit more of the town, a little bit more of the world. Now, one of the things we already had in the game was stalls, and they're using stalls in a way for the grocery stall and the gardening stall. Now, the groceries, you are able to order groceries now from the refrigerator. You can have it delivered to you. Then you can tip your delivery person. They can bring you groceries. It does rotate. The grocery stall, the gardening stall, and the delivery, they do rotate, so they're not going to have everything there. But some new things is cheese and flour. Of course, milk. You can actually make your own cheese, which you can, you know, get milk from the cow and you can just like make it from. There's also some new things with canning as well, like mayonnaise, and of course all your preserves you can do. And of course there's new foods like Yorkshire pudding and eggplant lasagna, which is called they call it eggplants aubergines, and I'm pretty sure I am saying that wrong, all wrong. Sims in the game, which give you errands, Agnes Crumplebottom and her cousin Agatha, which, you know, we've been asking for the iconic Agnes since the beginning of time. It's her purse and she's back in the game, and I'm so happy. I don't see happening now because I've been recording for 20 minutes and it's like probably like 90 degrees in my room right now and it's still really hot. But trust me, I'm excited that she's back in the game. And errands allow you to like do favors for different Sims. Aspiration feel to it, like the UI is kind of the same. It's in the job panel and they tell you a little quick story and then they give you what you have to do. And once you complete something, you just go back to them to like redeem it. Sometimes you get money. Sometimes I did a few hoping that the relationship will like increase, but it didn't. At least with Agnes, it did not. I was hoping I could use that in a way for story play. If I did this for you, then what I need to unlock will unlock that I have with a certain mod, but the relationship didn't really do that. So I was kind of upset about that. There is a window shopping where you can click on certain, I can't even say rabbit hole, like blank buildings. Is that what I'm calling it? Like they're just box there. You can window shop. It gives you a buff, but that's about it. Again, the worlds, like the buildings are just there. There's really no interaction there. And to be honest, at this point, I really wish we had more vibrant, more interactive world instead of just deco and then interactions there. Again, I will always use this as a reference. The coding they did into the world in Journey to Batu, I know some of y'all don't like that pack, but the coding there is really good. And the features they did, they really could use that in the worlds, especially if you're there and you don't have to like do a loading screen. You know, I will always use that as an example. Okay, I will always use that as an example. But there is the Finchwick Fair where you can go and it's like a state fair. You can get judged, get a ribbon, a participation ribbon, or if you actually place like a first, second, or third, oversized plants, your animals, and different types of fairs. You have to look on the calendar to see what they're actually holding competitions for, which the calendar was put into the base game update, and now it's no longer tied to seasons. However, certain things for the calendar are unlocked with the packs. Like you won't get Finchwick Fair stuff pop up on your calendar unless you have Cottage Living. And of course, the more intuitive, like creating your own holidays don't come unless you have seasons. So there's that. Now, if you're wondering about my likes and dislikes about the pack, I actually made a video right beginning of this month before the pack came out. I did have early access to the game. I did make, say what those are. And if you're still wondering, like, is it worth it or not? It's a decent pack. I will say, for me at least, I tend to lean more into gameplay instead of building and cast. However, if you love farming, you've been wanting farming, you like the cast, you like the build buy items, I say go for it. Again, it's all about what you enjoy, what you like. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye, boo.